Monday, December 23rd, 2 days before Jesus' birthday. Do it, Lee. Wiggle Funk or Joe. Hit it, Lee. I rode a tank, held a general's rank.
I don't know, I'm surprised every time by your weed. I'm like, he's not going to have strong weed this morning. I'm coughing up a storm.
Lee, when I go into a store, I tell them go in the back or go in the basement. I want to give to the CIA. Can you believe it's Christmas?
I can't, and I've never been more excited for one. Like, it's just like I had the greatest weekend and I didn't do anything. Like, she came over late Friday night.
You're in love, Lee.
It's like yesterday she fell asleep watching football and her head was on my lap and I barely watched the football game.
It's so crazy. Whenever I hear this song, I swear to God, Lee, for 1 second I could smell my mother's bar.
What do you smell? Like, what does it smell like?
Dampness.
Yeah.
And beer.
Like stale beer?
Like old cigarette smoke and beer from the 50s.
Yeah.
That's what it smelled like in there for a minute. You know, I talked to Saturday night. I was just, I don't know. I was feeling funky Saturday night. Sometimes you're sitting there, and I was talking to my wife, and she was playing with the baby, and the baby went to bed, and I was feeling funky about myself. We were going to meet that night and get some tacos.
Oh, okay.
And I went to bed early, and I was just thinking how, I don't know, I was feeling lonely for 10 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
I always yearn for my friends I grew up with sometimes, you know, and I said, look, I got to make a ride anyway. I got to go here, I got to go there. It was like 8 o'clock. I go get weed at the weed store. I had to stop and get something something I was out of glucomine, so I wanted to catch the health food store. So I told my wife, let me just get in the car and go for a ride. What's up?
Hey.
How you feeling?
A little congested.
You've been up all night, back and forth. Jesus Christ, I heard you coughing. And
she's a little trooper, too. She slept right through most of it.
So where is she now?
Asleep.
Okay, so you got some time to. We're on the phone with my wife, my beautiful wife. She's going to celebrate her birthday on Saturday. We got a babysitter. We're going out and shit. Woohoo! We're going to Benihana's. We had a big week.
Oh, yeah.
We went to a cast and crew screening of Grudge Match, and it's also
Grudge Match. Yeah, you don't even know the name of the old movie.
And,
We're hot mess.
Lee got me stoned, and we also we're going to celebrate the baby's first birthday on the 8th. You know, she's going to be a year old, so we got our plate full. Lee, what do you want to ask her?
No, Terry, I was just saying, I told Joey like 2 weeks ago that you're my favorite call, just because no one gets to experience what I experienced for the first 8 months or something. We did the podcast at your house, and you were the one mostly answering the door because Joey was in the shower, and just like the 10 minutes before and after every podcast was probably the funniest thing that nobody's ever seen. Just you coming in with coffee, and then the computer doesn't work, and then the cats are running around, and then as you got more pregnant, it just you look at him.
The more pregnant I got, the funnier I looked. I'm sure.
No, it wasn't. It was just you tolerated less and less. Like you would just look at him. You would just look at him, and then he'd look at me, and he'd say, "Close the door." It was just
Not for nothing, Lee. It's the best thing and worst thing I ever did was introduce Joey to the computer.
I'm sure it was.
Because as long as the computer is working, he is fine. But he seems to think that computers never stop working. You know, I don't know where he got that idea from, but he doesn't seem to realize that everybody all around the world, at some point, every couple of months, they'll lose internet connection.
Oh, yeah, that's the best. The internet doesn't work.
It just happens.
The mouse goes off.
There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to figure out. I don't know where you think that he thinks because I have a college degree. He thinks anybody with a college degree should be able to solve any problem.
They do. I do. Anybody who has a college degree automatically smarter than me, okay?
Smarter than you, and honestly, that's not really a big step. It does not mean that I can, work on somebody's aneurysm. I don't think that's a smart decision on anybody's part. But you seem to think that since I have a college degree, I have an accounting degree, I should be also able to cure cancer, which I can't.
Yes, you can. Listen, man, since day one, I've always assumed that people were smarter than me. I've always assumed,
And
just
a lot of
because-
them are.
One of the first times I came over to your house, I taught Joey how to post a picture on Twitter on his computer,
Uh-huh.
and he just looked at me. He was stoned. He said, "You're an unadulterated genius," and it was like that was like the moment. Like I'm not like working with
I
this
didn't
guy.
pay
And,
attention to
and you know,
before.
Lee, he's a paranoid nutcase to begin with.
You have to be.
And, oh, no, you don't. You don't have to be this paranoid.
No, you
Nobody
have to be
needs
this paranoid, but you know what? It pays to be a
You're like
little...
Mel Gibson. You're retarded paranoid. It's crazy. And with her, it's 10 times worse. You just want to tie him up and stick him in a closet and then go do some shopping. Because otherwise he's freaking out because you're leaving the house. It's very hard to function with his paranoia. And since you guys listen to him all the time, you listen to his stories of paranoia all the time. Now, imagine trying to raise a little girl around that. She's going to be locked in a closet.
Oh, I'm sure
You know, I
in a
have
few
bumps along
years.
the way. I love you, cocksucker. I'll see you for breakfast.
Seriously,
Terrie.
you just called your wife a cocksucker.
What am I going to do? I love you to death. That's why I call you that.
That's beautiful, sweetheart. What a lovely sentiment. And Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas to all of you.
And Lee's going to stop by and get a lobster tail Tuesday night.
Oh, yes, and happy Hanukkah to you as well.
He's got
Lee.
some Christmas presents for the baby, so.
Christmas
Yeah,
is better.
Present.
Oh yeah.
Christmas is better, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Wednesday, January 22nd. It's all about you. Here you go. Oh! And it's all about you and the Flying Jew. What's up, dog?
I love that. It's all about you, and I love it.
That's what's going on, baby. You don't call, you don't write.
Well, I'm
sitting in your
busy
room.
now. You're like, contact my agent. My agent will contact you.
Nobody calls, nobody writes. They sit over here and count 20s all day, talk about movies and La Boomba.
Oh, I wish.
What's
That would be
happening,
awesome. No, I feel great. This is the happiest thing to wake up at 5 a.m. for.
You know, it's, you look at it on paper and you're like, what do you guys do? Guys, man, it's sometimes it's good to wake up when it's blackout. So you have a thing. I've been on TV shows, and like anybody else, I'll sit there and watch what they doing and go, "Oh, I could do this." Are you with me here?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's what. When I looked at podcasting, I looked at it as a forum for your comedy, but at the same time, it's a forum for a show. They're not giving out developmental deals. So, you know, all these shows are getting picked up from podcasts. So, yes, there's a forum here. Mm-hmm. But I don't want you to think that you're going to come in and 6 months do. Yeah, it's very hard. And some people's expectations, there's a lot that goes into this.
Yeah.
Adam Carolla's been around for a while. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to huff and puff, and I'm going to sit in the back of the classes, and as time progresses, I'm going to move up. And eventually, someday, some guy's going to come in, and he's going to be the same guy I was 6 months earlier when I was huffing and puffing in the corner. And you're going to look at him and shake his hand and go, "Dog, you could do this." I'm telling you, dog, I was dying in here. I was seeing stars in the back and Martian. Let me get some Diaz.net. Go to the Hulu Plus box, press in
Joey.
Joey. Get you 2 weeks for free and $7.99 a month after that. You're like, "Joey, why are you being so nice today?" Because it's Wednesday. Why do you have to ask so many questions? So the name of the name is today, Onic.com and Hulu Plus. Get what's coming to you. You understand me? I know it's cold, it's snowing. Break out the hot cocoa and the Black Sabbath. Get your winter boots, do what you need to do. I got a show tomorrow night, 7:30, Friday night, 7:30 and 9:30. I'm coming up there, it's cold, it's 92. Hello, bring your penguin night. It's Saturday night, bring your penguin night. You like that, Lee?
I love it. I was so happy when we were driving up. He's like, "Listen, these are the best sandwiches you're ever gonna have. Let's split it." And I would never used to do that, but I was like, "Okay."
Last time I was in there, I got so agitated because Joe Whiteman was in there with a bunch of sandals on. It's the whitest guy in America ordered a turkey sandwich. You could have gotten this at Ralph's, guy. You're wasting our time, and he wanted it as white as can be, like turkey and on white bread. That's it. And he's pissed about the amount of turkey. I was ready to take the guy and throw him up in the, you know, turkey on. Let me get turkey on. We eat with us. Yesterday, I took my wife to eat this gyro place. And they have a regular gyro, and then I said to her, "What's the Yoo-hoo gyro, the one up?" She goes, "That one, we take a flatbread and we put hummus." And I go, "Stop right there." And she goes,
I would love that.
she goes, "Why? You do not like hummus?" "I don't like you either. You go to work out, you're breathing, so look at this. Jesus Christ. Could you imagine you take a hit of hash
Look
right
at
now?
the smoke in here.
You want to take a hit of hash?
No.
You sure? I got some hash for you.
I'm going to have to start scraping that. If anyone knows how to get the weed smell out of a room, please let me know.
Why, does it smell like weed?
Oh, God. People walked in here yesterday. They were like, who was smoking? I was like, Joey smoked on Monday.
No. We'll open this door, spray it good. We'll take the furniture out. We'll spray the carpet, because some of it went in the carpet. Or you spray paint the carpet. We'll steam it.
Okay.
And you just spray paint over the burn mark. Let's smoke this joint.
All right.
It's
Sounds
a beautiful
good.
day to be alive. What are we going to do? Sit here? They want to go home, too.
No, they don't. They love it.
It's making a comeback. Listen, if you're kicking ass, look at this lady with her big titties coming out and getting the newspaper, you filthy, sexy motherfucker.
You're just doing the symbol. You're not gonna.
I was smoking some pot.
You're just doing the symbol.
Huh?
You're just doing the symbol.
I was just working the symbol. Some people want to work the cowbell. I want to work the symbol. Get up. Cut it out. Stop lying to yourself. This could all change. Get up. Salute the flag. Send Obama an email. Dun, 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 dun. I love you, Lisa.
I love you too, buddy.
Are you kidding me or what? Break out the heroin and the Gorilla Biscuits. February 1st is tomorrow. Get that checkbook. The rent is due. Looks like you ain't going out tonight. Friday, January 31st, and you're sitting there like, Happy New Year. Welcome to the church of what's happening now. Lisa, what's happening?
I'm feeling great. I missed it this week. It's been a weird week with the
God. That's the problem with people. They dick around when they get here. Well, my friend Sally said that if I become an extra, I did a play in town. Did I ever tell you about that?
No, you did a play?
Yeah, I did a play about. My wife calls it every 3 or 4 years. Joey thinks he's mainstream. The mainstream thing. So 2009. So what is it now? 2014. Yeah, maybe 2009. When did I meet you, Lee? 11.
Yeah.
So maybe 2009 or 10. I joined up to do a play. Okay.
I can't imagine you doing a play.
Angelo's Barbershop. And it was going to be, it was rehearsed on Western, and it was going to be performed on Western Boulevard. You know what Western Boulevard is?
Down in Hollywood?
Yeah. Well, it is. Believe it or not, it is, right? That, like down there, Santa Monica, that's a theater district. So I went down and I joined up, and I auditioned, and bam, I booked it. And I get there, now anytime I book a movie or a TV show, I know somebody. A camera guy, a wardrobe, the girl, the actress, we did a commercial together, something. I didn't know nobody, you know. Okay, the scripts come out, it's terrible, but I want to commit to this play. No money, 4 auditions a week, 4 rehearsals a week, parking, lunch, that all comes out of your already me. Once they start running the show, they'll give you a percentage of the door.
Oh, okay.
The show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There was 7 of us. I think the walkout potential, if we sold every ticket, we'd get $60.
Oh.
Because there was 8 of us in the cast or something like that. 3 people quit. The guy that wrote it was the director, which he really didn't know what he was doing. So some of the people sensed it. And then one day he yelled at one of the guys, and I got involved. I go, what are you yelling at him for? And he goes, well, if you don't like it, you can leave too. And I was like, done, you know, and I left. And I've never, 4 years later, have seen any of those people ever again. If you could breathe into a glass, you could do stand-up. You could be an engineer. You could be a plumber, okay? You're breathing. That means you're alive. Don't ever let them tell you that you can't because you have to be this special. Like Daniel Day-Lewis. There will be blood. I'm a very special actor. Breathing, there will be blood. You knucklehead. Not like Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm just making a point with him that they make you feel like anything you want to do is so distant. Whether it's an engineer, oh, well, you know, I don't know. They always make you feel like you're so distant, okay?
Yeah.
You get on there, you act like what? You act like you got $1 million in your pocket. I don't know what the Jackie Gleason saying is. You act as if.
Yeah.
Friday, January 31st, 2014, and these people still walking around smoking cigarettes. I went to a doctor. Give it up, cocksucker. What's up, Lee?
You get such a pleasure from torturing somebody. So as soon as you got her giggling with the you're a savage and the boyfriend, I love watching you do that.
I love her.
It makes
She is a great lady. Who you kidding? You motherfucker, oh, Joey, where were you? You didn't do a podcast Monday. Get it together. You're supposed to get it together on your own. Oh, you inspire. Oh, get up. I can't take a day off because I'm busy? Who inspires me, huh? Who calls me up and says, wash your feet? If you don't get an A ticket or a B ticket on Southwest, that means you got to sit in the middle. They're not going to tell you that when you weigh 400 pounds. If you don't get an A or a B ticket on Southwest, if you get like C11, you're in hell.
Even past like the first 5 Bs.
They're probably scratching their toes. They got hummus in a bag that's been in there for a month. That's what you get on Southwest. So you're going to die on Southwest if you have C11. I don't get an indoor seat. You start punching me, I got nowhere to go. I don't sit in the aisle because I like looking at people. I sit in the aisle because I got you. Number one. And number two, I got you that way. I can run to the bathroom or run to the door. If I sit in the middle and the plane goes down, I got to wait for you to get up and take your seatbelt off. I ain't got that type of time. There's some people, you sit there and they take the seatbelt off and they get up and they look around like it's a beautiful day to be alive. I ain't got that type of time. What is this with these people who walk into the airport or into a restaurant or whatever and then they conglomerate in the door to look around? Oh, look how fast. Get over to the side. You want to look around and see how beautiful it is and look at the floor. Oh, my God, it must be expensive. So the other day I'm at the gym. Here I'm a 300-pound fat on the exercise thing. Elliptical. And I'm at the 12-point mark. I'm sweating. I'm breathing heavy. And this couple come in, and they're lucky loose. They're looking at the workout machine. Like, let's see. Oh, isn't this nice? A bench. And the husband, if I was the husband, I would have taken the wife by the ear and go, what is wrong with you? You're down here looking at, that's a lucky Lou.
Yeah.
They got to look at everything. They got to touch it.
The worst is when people are crossing the street. I'm a nice guy. I don't get mad that often. But when people are crossing the street and they're just moseying around,
they take that
I want to run them over.
Like, you ain't going to hit me. Test me. I wish I was having a bad day right now. And that's what they don't think. They think they got rights.
Yeah.
The best. Look at this mope. Look at this guy. You just look at his beauty here. I wish you guys could see him with a red shirt on. You sucker. Look at him. He's looking. I love it. Are you kidding me or what? What? Going back to Cali, huh? Smoking reefer. We're in Cali. What's happening? It's a beautiful day to be alive. Monday, February 24th. You get up, do something with yourself. You're sitting there like a bump in a log. Should I go to ITT? No. Eat some Count Chocula. What's happening, Lee?
Not much. I'm so ready for this week.
The new church, we're going to design it and everything. It's got white paint on it. But we're going to design it. We're going to paint the walls red. What do you think? Like something. It's great to be alive. I hope you guys are happy to be alive. Great weekend. You know what I'm saying? How was your weekend, my brother?
My weekend sucked, so I'm ready for this week. Well, Saturday was cool, but I had a shitty thing happen this week, so I was.
What happened? Oh, the dog passed.
My dog passed away.
Very sorry. So. It's a nightmare when an animal passes.
I'm sure Denny's loves that.
But I always remember.
If you miss going to jail, come back to Denny's.
I wrote about that about a year ago too, when I was trying to do the one-man show, even more, 3-4 years ago, and I never brought it up. And the other day I was cleaning out notebooks. And I found that prison inmates, felons love Count Chocula, so I wanted to talk about it. But I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
My wife came back Tuesday with the baby.
Your baby's getting so big.
Oh, it's like having a human kettlebell. That's it. And it's constant. You got to chase it. You know, I take it to the park. You know, I believe in sunlight. Mm-hmm. Especially we live in California. But
it's a little bit different now walking from my bedroom to the
drive here. But you know, we got a couple breakfast joints right down the block. You know,
yeah.
We got Magnolia Grill, which is delicious. Got a tremendous cheese omelet with some fruit. They also have like these potato chip fries. It's called Terrie style. A lot of people don't go to Magnolia Grill, and I ask them why. It's
I've never heard of it.
Best breakfast place, I think. Everybody always sends you the patties, and you got $4.20, and you got this place. The girls are really nice. They got a nice fruit bowl. They got a medium salsa. So they have like, if you want to get like an oatmeal, you get an oatmeal. If you want to get fish, they have fish for breakfast with an egg. We're here. We're queer. The best thing, somebody sent me a great email the other day. 90 emails last week. 96. I couldn't believe it.
I'm getting like...
I sat there from 4 to 5, and then from like 6:30 to 7:30, and then I met you, and then I had to go back and do another 33 or something. It was just amazing.
Wow.
But somebody wrote some great stuff that let me tell you something. I found that all those years when I was weak, and I'm sorry, when people send me emails on addiction, I always forget. All those years when I was weak, when I was doing blow, it wasn't that I was weak, it was that I had no character. I was robbing houses, and I was such a mutt. I was still taking classes at night, whether it was geography or history. It was so weird how I hated geography in the 6th and 7th grade. But as I got older, I liked all those things. I took a geography class. There were so many classes I took, and I think I took them because it keeps me sharp. So I got up yesterday. I was about to call and cancel, and I said, how can I be a father, and how can I show people that,
Yeah.
And as scared as I was, I took 2 Shroom-Tex and 3 baby aspirins. I put my gi on, my knee braces, and I got there by 11 o'clock. And I sat in my car. Things started at 12. I called Salami, and that 30 minutes in the car, I gave myself every excuse. Like my shoulder started hurting, my neck was hurting, my heart was beating. I told myself every excuse not to go into the thing.
Yeah.
And then I saw him. I saw Hegan walking down the block, and I was going to say something. I said, I'm a white belt. What am I going to tell this guy? Once I saw him, I thought about the same things. I thought about you guys from the church. I thought about, little things. I went in there and I sat down. I was the only guy in there. And as soon as I walked in, there was this sweetest black dude in there from Chicago. And he's like, brother, we're all here struggling. Don't worry about nothing. I got your back. He goes, I work here. You should come here during the week and work out if you want. It was street sports in Santa Monica. So I went in, I changed. I'm sitting there. Salami comes in. We're talking. Anybody who's a Bruce Lee fan, anybody who's a martial art fan knows that Dan Inosanto is like Bruce Lee's brother.
Okay.
In fact, he teaches Jeet Kune Do in the Marina. Guys, when Dan Inosanto walked in, I knew I had done the right thing. Because number one, he's 70 years old. He didn't go to the hangout. He went there to do jiu-jitsu. He went there to do jiu-jitsu, guys. He's 70 years old. That was my dream to meet, to shake that man's hand. That man shook Bruce Lee's hand. That means I would have had 2 people in my life that shook Bruce Lee's hand, James Coburn and Dan Inosanto. I mean, I'm getting emotional. Bruce Lee's my life. And all of a sudden, Dan Inosanto walks, and he's on the floor stretching, and I'm looking at this guy going, what is wrong with America? Haven't not we learned something? Look at this guy on the floor. And he didn't walk in all nimble. He walked in like a man. He wasn't an old man. And this tells me that the more you take care of yourself at an older age, you become something. Something else happens to you. And I'm sitting there going, why is this guy learning his move? He might die next week. You know what I'm saying? He's 70. This is what I tell everybody. But this guy, the lesson, this guy. So I paid $60 to get the biggest lesson of my life. That it never ends. You got to learn till you're 85, and that's what keeps you. Unless you're gonna get shot in the head or hit by a car, you take care of yourself. This is real. Then the guy from Boyzone walked in, Ricky Rack, the drummer.
Jesus.
There was like a couple guys. They were all 40s, 50s, and this guy walked in that was bigger than me. He was round, and he was a purple belt.
Wow.
And right away, the guy teamed up with me. And in between one of the things, I said, "Hold on a minute, I gotta breathe." He goes, "No, take it easy." And I go, you know how it is as a fat guy? He goes, I had open heart surgery a year ago. End of story right there. He said that he was rolling and his arm went dead.
Oh, no.
On a Friday night after jiu-jitsu, when he got in his car and drove to the doctor, and they said, go to the hospital, and they had found out a valve had broke. So here's a guy I'm rolling with on the floor that's 40-something years old, open heart surgery, big round on the floor, throwing me around, getting on top of me, teaching me how to do the rolls and picking me up, the black guy and him, teaching me. Guys, it was a 2.5 hour experience. I learned a few moves. I learned the Regan leg lock, but just the biggest lesson I got was a jump start in my life by seeing Dan Inosanto and all these older gentlemen in there rolling with these young guys. There was the one guy that came in with total white hair, brown belt. An old guy, and I'm saying this is what wakes you up every day. How about some music? Where's I Want to Be Around for the Spirits? Blow my nose here. Tremendous. My allergies are up again.
I wanna be around.
Eat your yogurt, eat your bananas.
Twice as smart.
Woo, my allergies on fire today. As you used to do. What's up, cocksucker?
I needed this morning, and it's no, I just feel great. I definitely it was a
It's tough losing an animal, brother.
yeah.
You're not there with your mother to hold her and sing Jewish songs.
I almost went back, but it was $1,300 for like a 1 day thing, but I couldn't do it. But
$1,300.
yeah, but it's interesting. This moving to this office was a big thing, and I'm moving apartments this week. So it's a lot of change right now. And I met this guy at the live podcast who came up to me and said,
Sorry.
he said, just so you know, like there's a lot of people are trying to do what you're doing by quitting your job. And he said, like, it's great that you're not scared, but like I'm still terrified because taxes are due next month or in a month, so I'm worried about that.
Do you know how hard how absurd is that? How absurd is that?
Yeah.
When you're 18, I gotta put it on you that you need to know what you're gonna swami for the rest of your life. At 18, you don't even know what you're gonna eat for breakfast, and I gotta make you decide what you think you want for the rest of your life.
Like when you're that age, you think you know what you want.
Yeah, you think.
Like I felt so old at 18, and now
And then your parents agree with you.
yeah.
That's what parents are like, sure, sign up for this. Then they get pissed off at you when you can't handle it. Or you do get the degree, graduate, and then come on, you don't want to do the job.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. That's what happens. That's what happened to me. That's what happens to a lot of people. They get that degree and they look around and they go, this is it? This is it now. I just went to school for 4 years to come out to work for 42 years till I can get a gold watch?
Yeah.
And a dinner?
And you're lucky if it's only for 4 years. Like, luckily, Paula thinks she likes it, but at the end of law school, it'll be 7 years, and she'll be $200,000 in debt.
Yeah, but her average starting salary is $90,000. Then you got to pay off the $200,000. After 4 years of college, I could see you wanting to become a lawyer, but you already know. You already know. When you graduate, that's a cold hard reality. One of these companies, they throw a Hindu on you.
I hang up sometimes if like they answer the phone. I just can't understand them. I'm like, all right, click. I'll try the next
How
one.
rude is that? You hang up on a poor Hindu. He can't eat meat. He's on the phone eating grain. His toes are all dry. You hang up on him.
What are you looking at his toes for?
Because they got sandals there. I gotta see them. They're sticking out.
Oh my god. I just imagine you looking. What do you do at the beach? What do you do at the beach? Do you just like look at everybody's
It's
feet?
disgusting. No, but if I'm playing at the sand with my daughter.
Yeah.
Today you gotta go to the doctor too. Today you gotta go today. You can't keep this up. You're gonna have a pneumonia, Lee. This is 5 weeks. You gotta be a little scared in your head that you got a pubic hair or something caught in your throat, tied around a tonsil. Aren't you scared at this point?
I mean, I took
Enough with the cough drops, and you gotta get some heroin cough medicine, but you gotta get help today. You gotta go to the doctor today. You're always trying to save $10. Your mom's got insurance.
Yeah, no, I do it. I have like no time in the day. But
You got time. You got time because you ain't got no more time to cough. You ain't got no more time to cough. How much more can you cough? You don't smoke dope, you're always coughing. I don't understand this. So either start smoking dope and coughing. People don't care if you smoke dope and cough. They don't care if you're dying. But if you just cough, then we get concerned about you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So you gotta go to the doctor this week, all right? Pick a nice Jew, go down there, talk to him in Israel, whatever language you use nowadays. But you gotta take care of this, Lee. I need you healthy.
Oh no, I'm trying.
You gotta be a better friend to yourself. You're a young man. You look beautiful. I like the new haircut.
Thank you.
You look hot with Paul. Yeah, they holding hands.
What can I say?
You're a savage. You're gonna get married soon. Look at you. You're
No.
gonna jump up and down. You're handsome. You're gonna get a tuxedo. What are you gonna wear at your wedding?
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me. What are you ready for a Chibo Chew, a little half?
No.
You want to bite a little Chibo Chew?
Yeah, I had 3/4 of a gummy. Oh my god, that was a scary ride home, but it was good.
It's Monday, February 24th.